It's the Kyle Hyman Show on Redeemer Radio.
This is Kyle Hyman, and with us are our friends from the communications department over the diocese. We have Jennifer Simerman and Jodi Marlin. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
We've got another special issue of the Today's Catholic going out to every household.
Every registered household in the diocese, yes. So it'll be over 50,000, I think. Registered households will be receiving a free issue of Today's Catholic for the February 16th print edition. It actually comes out through email. I believe the e-edition comes out February 12th.
Okay.
But it'll hit mailboxes sometime between the 12th and the 16th.
And when you say registered families, if people aren't getting this, that may be a sign that you're not registered. What does that entail? Is it just registering with your parish?
Absolutely,
and
yes.
then that gets passed on to the diocese?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if you don't get it, make sure you contact your parish office.
Good. And so since the Today's Catholic went from being goes out to everybody no matter what you do to a subscription where you need to opt in if you want to receive the paper copy or opt in if you want the digital copy, there's been these special occasions where it goes out to every household. What's the special occasion this time?
So February is Catholic Press Month, and in honor of that, we wanted to make sure that we sent out a gift to all of the registered households in the diocese. So in honor of that, and then also as we prep for Lent and we get ready for that, we are going to promote in this issue an upcoming campaign for The Light is On For You. Mm-hmm. The Light is On For You, the actual event date will be March 10th. And it basically means that every parish in the diocese will have confessions from 6 to 8 p.m. So you can walk into any parish anywhere in the diocese. At 6 to 8 p.m., you can go to confession. So we are going to highlight that as well, hoping that perhaps some of the people who haven't gone to confession in a while, maybe it's been years, will feel free and open to going in and doing it and coming back that way.
Yeah, and obviously you can go to confession anytime that either is published hours of confession at your parish, or if you, usually priests are available, if you schedule a time with them, they would do it if outside of those scheduled times. But I think having something like this, The Light is On, where it's at every parish, it kind of gives us an excuse. Like, this is a special thing. First of all, we promote it a lot, so it reminds everybody about going to confession, especially during Lent. But also that, like, there's kind of a shtick to it. You know, like, you can go to any parish and you just walk in the doors and there's going to be a priest there. Maybe you don't want to go to your own parish, you know, because you feel like, oh, maybe he'll judge me about this, which isn't the case. But, you know, we have these irrational fears sometimes. And so I can go to this other parish or something like that. So I feel like this is such a great idea. And I know I've heard from different people who have participated in the past that was the thing that got them to go to confession, was they were doing this special promotion and The Light is On For You and they're going to go to confession. And it had been a while. And you actually have an example of somebody who has been to confession after years of being away.
Right. So in this issue, we're also going to highlight a story about a gentleman who had been away. I'm not even sure if it was from church or just confession, but after 40 years went back to confession. And basically, he describes the grace that he received and the process by which he went through to get back to confession and then receive graces and how that was for him. It's a really cool story, so we're excited to share it.
Yeah. How did you guys find out about the story?
Holy Spirit brings these things to us, I think. Our staff writer, we have a new staff writer, Jennifer Barton, and she keeps her ear to the ground and just asks questions. Hey, anybody know of a good confession story? And I kid you not, she'll ask the question and within hours, something will happen where this story will just fall in her lap. So that's why I say it's the Holy Spirit, because sometimes she'll get this idea or she'll think, I wonder if there's someone that, and within hours she'll find out about someone. Somebody will call her, or somebody that didn't even know she asked the question will get in touch with her. So, you know, you just kind of go where God leads you. And this story just kind of happened.
Good. What else is in this issue of Today's Catholic that people will have coming to their mailboxes?
Well, I mean, having to do with Catholic Press Month, there's some things in there that I think Jodi would like to highlight having to do with that.
We've had a couple of stories in there so far. recounting a little bit of the history of Catholic press in this country, obviously in our diocese. And overall, we'd like to emphasize the value of Catholic press. I mean, we all consume media every day and the messages of secular media. And Catholic press exists not only to let you know what, for example, our bishops are saying, what the USCCB is saying, what Bishop Rhodes is saying, the Church's perspective on various events, of course, but also some considerations for Catholics as they try to interpret some of what's going on around us in the world. So we're doing some of that. Also, in the all-household issue, of course, Bishop Rhodes is on a very interesting trip right now with Catholic Relief Services in El Salvador, touring some of their projects down there, and he has promised us a kind of a recap of that trip and photos and so forth. And so we expect those to be in this issue, as well as some of our usual content. We have a young writer by the name of Joshua Shipper who is going to dig a little bit into what there's a few parishes doing with permission of Bishop Rhodes, which is an Ad Orientem Mass. Largely went away with Vatican II, but with special permission, it does still happen for reasons Josh is going to get into in the article.
Can you explain what that is, Ad Orientem?
I'm expecting to learn actually a little bit more from Josh about this, but basically it's Mass where the priest faces the altar instead of the people. That was one of the major changes in the liturgy at Vatican II. So I'm looking forward to learning some of the reasons why, refresh my memory really on why that change was made. So, and we've got, our ongoing series highlighting some of our really hardworking catechists, parish catechists across the diocese, and a few other things. She mentioned the reconciliation story. We've got a couple of apologetic boot camps regarding right to life, how to defend your belief in protecting particularly the unborn in this case. A lot going on. We'll have quite a bit in this issue.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas of what we can do to celebrate this month of Catholic press, but to support Catholic press, to encourage it, to promote it, to what should we be doing to celebrate this with you?
Use it.
Yeah.
Consume it. I think one of the things I'm learning most, being part of the communications department now, is what I'd been missing by not consuming it as regularly as I should. I would sometimes pick up Today's Catholic. I would sometimes listen to Redeemer Radio, but I'm learning so much by just doing it more regularly. So understanding the purpose, the mission, and then actually just pick it up and use it because it prepares you to be able to talk about your faith. It helps you to help the church evangelize. It helps you as a parent, as a person, just in the way you behave every single day, I think, because your faith becomes a part of everything, the way you interact with other people and the way that you react to situations, because you're constantly consuming it. So, I don't know, pick it up.
Yeah. And I think, too, to share it as well. And so you see an article that somebody would enjoy, cut it out, give it to them. If you're on digital, to copy the link, share it on social media, things like that, because we can get bombarded with negative news all the time, and if we're not putting back out there the good news that is happening through Catholic press, then that might all people hear is the negative things, but there's so many good things that are going on in the church, and hearing people's stories about returning to confession, or anything that's happening in our diocese, and just stuff that's interesting to know, like, wow, I never knew this. Share this with a friend and encourage them to check it out as well.
We actually had that conversation recently. We talked about how easy it is to get discouraged if all you're ever taking in is secular media. So much negative news.
Yeah.
And when you take in Catholic press and when you listen to the stories that we have to offer, you're kind of uplifted and you realize, this is why I believe what I believe. This is why I support the church. This is why I want others to support the church. It re-energizes you, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, people will get the paper copy in the mailbox. If not, register with your local parish so you're on the mailing list for that. But also, if people aren't getting the emails or would like to get regular paper copies, what's the best way to do that?
todayscatholic.org. So just go to todayscatholic.org, click subscribe. You can subscribe to the paper copy or to digital version. Paper copy is $20 a year. It's it's nothing, but it does get it to your mailbox. And then the digital copy, you can always click on the PDF and see all of the pages. I prefer, to have both. So I subscribe to both.
But also, the website has articles broken out as well.
Yep.
That you can kind of go there. And there's a search bar if there's a particular topic or something you remember hearing about or something like that.
And you can access past editions through PDF on there as well.
All right. Anything from the past that you want to highlight? If something that one of your favorites?
Recently, I've just really enjoyed all of the March for Life coverage.
Okay.
Not only through Today's Catholic, but just out of Diocesan communications, all of the photos and all of the stuff that's come out of there. And then also Catholic Schools Week. We've done a lot of coverage on Catholic Schools Week. And it's really neat to see the promotion of Catholic education and to see all of the great stories coming out of all the different schools and being able to support all of our area parishes that way.
For sure. All right. Again, todayscatholic.org. And you can sign up for the emails there. You can pay $20 and get a whole year's worth of Today's Catholic in your mailbox.
Or a gift subscription, too.
Gift subscription.
Yeah, you can actually subscribe for others as well. So
good idea.
You mentioned sharing.
Yes.
So there you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.